Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from Denver. On the return is Dylan Laube. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them, Greg, the veteran out of West Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
When we had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike, it almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. If they get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today, they've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
Here's 2nd and 9. Play action now. It's Geno. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Here comes the Denver offense, set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
There wasn't really anything fancy about their performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the one interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, thought he did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. But if he's going to continue to lead his team to more wins in the future, he has to do a better job identifying those mismatches, finding those opportunities, and when they present themselves, he's got to take it.
Ball start, offense.
Nix gonna give this to Estime. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. 3rd down, 3 to go. Once more, it's Estime. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Broncos.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do here, keeping the ball on the ground.
That is brought in downfield by Sutton. 23 yards on that pass play. Good for a Denver 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They'll run with Estime. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. 2nd and a yard. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught on the right side by Sutton.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On the give, here's Estimate. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5. 3rd and goal. Throwing, Nix. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
On 4th down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos will take a 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Raiders offense ready now for their 2nd drive. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
1st and 10. Now a handoff running right. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. They'll stick with him again. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Off the play fake. Smith. And that is incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game. And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he tops all other NFL running backs to this point in the season. A 1st down throw for Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They send him right out of the slot. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. To throw is Nix. And that is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up 4th down. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Now he'll air one out. And this will be incomplete.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Tremendous pursuit. They force him out of bounds behind the line. It'll be a loss of 3 on the play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Geno to throw. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Slot man in motion left. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Geno. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. That is a 1st National Football League touchdown for this rookie back. That is a moment, Greg, that he will cherish forever.
You got to hope he finds that ball. I could promise you every player who has ever scored an NFL touchdown, they have that first one somewhere. I know where mine is. It sits right on top of my shelf. It's a special moment, and they're hoping it's the first of many for this young back.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back set to go once more. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. Look there. He comes into this week second in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. This one complete to Sutton. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
The Raiders offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. To the left side, it is caught by Myers.
Pass interference. Offense.
Here's Geno. Finding his tight end there. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go play action. It's Smith. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Raider first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, then on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll try to set up the screen here. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
We'll get this to about midfield. John Franklin Myers there on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's Smith. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring them down.
The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Denver 1st down. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I return to Denver after this. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Back to throw is Nix. That is caught at the 3. He is in. Ravon Vele. Touchdown, Broncos.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. He knocks it through. The Broncos will tie things up. It's now 10-10. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this 1st half. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins. 1st and 10. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. Now the Raiders going to use the 1st of their timeouts. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. He'll get this out to his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Now the Raiders going to use their 3rd and final timeout. The clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. Here's 2nd and 6. Smith now. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run on first down with Estimate. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. So we'll take a breath. We're at the half. It has been an intriguing game to this point as we send you to Orlando. Going to check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Low-scoring game, all tied. Third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Now Nix going to look to throw. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Raiders offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground, and not a whole lot there, up to about the 25. A 2nd down throw for Smith. He'll go right and find his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Geno to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way. Every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Give up the middle, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Geno. He's got a man. That's Myers. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Play action now. It's Geno. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Here's Geno. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. This will be from 42 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Raiders going to take the lead. It's now 13-10.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. The pressure gets there. He'll go down. There's a penalty flag down as well. This could very well be a hold. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second down, Nix. He's going to look for the home run ball.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. The Broncos bringing out their punter. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. On 2nd down, Smith. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. From the shotgun, Smith. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll throw. It's Nix. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
That return not going to work out at all. He backs up trying to make something happen and is belted down for a loss on the return. The visitors' offense and Geno Smith getting ready for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Raider first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Now, Geno. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this 3rd quarter has come to an end. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Handoff here, up the middle. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll go play action. It's Smith. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he puts his head down, and he picks up the first down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's a designed run. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Carlson now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Nix, now to throw it here on first down. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's 2nd and 9. They send Sutton in motion. On 2nd down, it's Nix. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Back to throw is Nix. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody...
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. Still 2nd down.
They'll try again after the penalty. 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, here's Nix. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
Now a loose football. One of the Raiders has got it. Oh, big hole left side. Inside the 30.
Don't you just love when you get a chance to see the big guys run with the ball? Like, takes them back to their glory days. Every one of these guys at some point when they were younger was a running back, and they might not get the ball a lot, but when they do, they try to take advantage of it. He was able to go back for a big return. Doesn't get 6, but I think it's going to take him a minute there on the sideline to catch his breath.
The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. And this could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many people around the league were expecting them to come in here and win, but they are on the verge of doing just that. Smith now to throw on first down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They go play action with Smith. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. 3rd and 9. They're going to motion the tight end over here. On 3rd down, they'll go with the counter to try to pick it up. On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Nix. Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. This one complete to Sutton. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Nix now on 1st and 10. Left side. That's complete. It's Sutton. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he'll be taken down. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. It is 3rd and goal. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Raiders offense ready to get back at it. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. They'll have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.